I just missed my jump.
That is, like, way more noticeable.
Yes. It's whatever. That also happened on GameCube. I've always kind of had trouble jumping on the Smorg multiple times anyway. Kind of a weird... Oh wait, no,
You just walk.
Okay.
Also, another thing, because we're here after this chapter, you can actually take the train from Possibly Heights to Rogueport if you, like, fast traveled here in the GameCube version, but because that's the train then going in reverse, when it's going in reverse, it's technically, it was a different set of assets, meaning that star piece in the conductor's room, you couldn't get when going from Possibly Heights, but the simple solution to that was just take the train from Rogueport and you could get it again if you missed it.
Yes.
Don't know if they fixed that in this. I'm going to assume yes, considering all the other shit that has been fixed.
If I was at one hit point, then I want to die, but hey, whatever. Springy, springy. I still absolutely kicked the boss's ass.
Yes.
See, but wait, what do we do? I do Luigi.
You see, this is where my trusty crowbar comes in handy. If you're a detective, why do you have that? Certain people don't appreciate my methods. It just sounds like you break into places.
I love this scene. One step too late. We have the crystal saw. Hey, don't leave without me. The window is broken.
Because he can't teleport.
Yes. Too late.
So, Vivian can pull you down into shadow, so I assume Beldum or Marion could do the same
With the
thing.
crystal saw.
Could do the same thing with Duplis, that just implies they choose not to.
Crystal star is safe. Red herring. Though I guess the bonus of messing up, I could show, no, you can just target the body.
Like I said, I kind of like that you did mess up, because one, that showed you didn't need to tattle the claw, and two, I wanted an answer to that thing about you can just target the body in the second phase. Because people for years have argued if that's a glitch or not.
Because the tattle is kind of weird about targeting the body or not. I think what some people think is a glitch, because you can target it in the second, that you can't target it in the first. I think people think the glitch is that you could just target the body, because in the second phase, but hey, I showed.
Get to show the claw.
Dude, wish I was at one hit point, that would have been magical.
This is why you should have made that poison mushroom. I said we should have looked up that Japanese recipe.
That's a lot of back and forth.
I thought the Japanese, if they used the Japanese recipe, it would literally only take 2 items.
Another brick on.
I'm going to go. I'll look up what the one Japanese recipe is.
In the coming back in, I realized I didn't one-shot the boss, but I did a clean 42 damage.
After the chapter in the interludes and shit, I want us to attempt like 2 of the Japanese only recipes to see if they work. One gets that super good item for peril, the other is just an easier or freer way to get a useful item. So especially because, like I said, at this current moment I haven't actually like seen if people have documented if the Japanese only recipes.
I haven't looked into that.
So that's why I can try those 2, because they're both very simple.
Hey, but it's whatever.
I'm sure some big like speedrunner or one of those pseudo speedrunner people has done this in like an 8-hour stream the day the game came out, but I didn't watch those now, did I?
It's whatever. I still... Not like the boss gave me crap.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Or do.
Ooh, whatever. Because I really do...
The Smorg is the first boss, I will agree, sort of casually, that can give you crap. But I absolutely just destroyed that man.
Well, because the claw does 10 fucking damage. The claw is 10 damage, so that's why I said casually. It can be kind of annoying. Were those little star mats always there?
Yes.
Okay.
That wasn't a change. Jumpy. Bloop. Into the art we go. I still destroyed that man. Not like the boss gave me crap. Now I do need... a tattle on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
P5 attack, no defense. Meaning I need to deal a minimum of 8 damage.
And you dealt exactly a minimum of 8 damage.
And this is the room that I was gonna mention something. A lot of people, when trying to grind money and stuff, these boos can drop the, like, money badge, which means you get more money when an enemy is defeated. So what a lot of people were doing, they were using Item Hog and trying to get free monies from these boos so that they did not need to get money from the parlor. Because if you get enough monies, you will hit the literal hard limit on available memory of item drops.
Wow.
You get that many coins.
Wow. Yeah, because when you stack multiple of a badge, it multiplies their effects. So if you have multiple monies, that will...
There is a hard limit to keep the game from crashing on allowed overworld items.
Oh, wow.
They pretty much all become money. It's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Haha, that's great.
There. Yeah. Oh, cats. Probably on the fridge again.
Yeah.
He keeps getting on the fridge. He shouldn't be on the fridge.
He likes it up there.
His fridge.
That's how cat logic works.
L emblem. I'm now Green Mario.
You mean the improvement. Like, seriously, I've never understood why even Nintendo plays into the joke out, like, everyone's shitting on Luigi when Luigi's defining characteristic has always been he jumps higher than Mario, meaning he jumps better than Jumpman.
You know, we didn't actually mention what the, Crystal Star from Cortez does.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
It's
Because we technically haven't fully mentioned
most of the Crystal Stars!
It's Sweet Face, it's a better version of
Sweet Treat.
The one you just, a guy is Showstopper, isn't it?
Yes.
Which is another instant kill.
Booyah.
And like the other instant kills, it is Showstopper, it is a like status.
It's also very low cost.
Because it's
Yeah.
it's very low cost because of how inconsistent it is. Because it's based on everything has a showstopper like status chance.
Everything is weak to that instant kill. And if you're weak to the instant kill, it has a higher chance of working. So if you look up the numbers, you can learn what is.
There's a boss later on that has a 1% chance, and I have wanted to just one day sit there and reload throwing showstoppers at it till it works.
Just to say I did it, yes.
And possibly have footage of that.
Yes. That's what it was.
Mm.
All geniuses do it. Found the crystal star. Just put another fake one over here. Bitch, I'm going home.
Also, I find it funny, and I guess this is the joke here, you get the Luigi emblem in the area where he thinks you're Luigi.
Okay. Sorry, dude. I mean, sir. This means Mario managed to get the real crystal star. Gonna say, maybe? Go a little bit longer, and then we can stop. They were mine! Better alter my plan a bit.
Because the game keeps flipping back and forth. This should be a Bowser interlude. Shouldn't it?
On. Rumble, rumble.
Or is it going to be another Peach interlude?
No, remember the thing about what happens in the plot. I mean, affirmative, sir, dude. Positive, sir. Treason! They learned Teg was helping.
Yeah.
That's what this interlude is. It's just plot. Then it's that Bowser interlude that's one of my favorites, and then we're back in Rogueport. Here we go.
I do like the concept of Peach has gotten so used to this. It's like, it's tech time, baby.
I totally won that duel. I might have been mildly dangerous, but dangerous.
I guess you could say every conversation with Tech has been a tech talk.
It's a conclusion. Conclusion. Struggled with whether to obey orders or to speak to you. Struggled with what I should believe. Don't sound right. What's going on with you? Please escape from this place as quickly as possible. Escape? What do you mean by that? Why all of a sudden? Data you've procured has been analyzed and something terrible. I will not say, but I have found out everything about Sir Gertis' plan. You mean about conquering the world? Yes. And among those plans, the reason why you're being held there. According to the data, they skip past it, but she knows the truth. No way, this is impossible. Don't believe it. Casually skipping past it, you jerks.
Gotta keep the audience in suspense.
Everything is true, that's why you must escape as fast as possible. How can I do that? I mean, I don't even have...
Don't think that. Just when I made that stupid old shit post where I was going to be a serial killer, I would be the suspense. So when I attack someone, they'll be like, oh no, the suspense is killing me.
And then we'll both laugh. And then I'll kill them.
And then they'll die.
No, then I'll kill them. Not from you, to everything. Is the moon. The moon. Moon hangs up in the sky at night, that moon.
In the first interlude that, like, in the original old game, they would have a screen like this showing it was different tech monitors flipped between different rooms, and they actually, back then, showed you a room that had a window to the outside of the moon. They actually took that away in this version, I guess, to make this a bigger reveal.
Yeah. Won't they know you helped me? In conquer to the coin drawer, I'd like you to be safe. That's all that matters. Tech. I'm the base's computer. No one will know of your escape if I keep silent. Escape? Escape as quickly as possible. Okay, Tech. As in full Mario, it's no longer just my problem. Understood. All the right there, Princess Peach. Eek! You! You miserable machine, we all know what you're up to, Drata. So regardless, in my most paranoid moments, I never thought my own computer would betray me. I love that one. But doesn't really matter to me, and I suppose, especially since it ends here. You monster, what are you planning to do with him? Only one thing to do with a malfunctioning computer. Cut the circuit, delete all programs and data that cause a malfunction. All data relating to Princess Peach must go. We must be absolutely sure nothing like this ever happens again. But first, you X-Knots, download all the all the bath cam footage. Bath cam footage?
No, tech bath cam footage.
What?
I imagine tech questions it, showing that like it is so secret, not even the computer knew it was there.
Based on, no, the funny thing, I think they also took this out in those monitor flips that were removed. I believe one was a camera in that fucking bathroom.
I don't believe they ever did that. I think that's an old internet shitpost that circles around every now and again.
That might be a thing, it might not. People act like it's real, and I always see people go on about that. No, I'm normal. No malfunction. X-Knots at the same time, press the red buttons on take sides. Got it, sir. Phew. Techno! Ah, mouse in. That's a Princess Peach. I-L-O-V-E-Y. Oh. You. Deletion complete. Meow. Tech! Too bad, Princess Peach. Tech is no longer with us. You inhumane beast, how could you? Just stop. This is no time to be worrying about a computer. A very important role for you to play. Very important. No. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how often did you actually use Showstopper as a child and or on your first playthrough? Because a lot of people learn that Showstopper is an instant kill and they basically think it's worthless. However, Showstopper actually works on a lot more things than you think it would, meaning it is generally far more useful than you would actually think. However, without looking it up, you would never actually know what percent of enemies are chronically vulnerable to instant KO is basically how the status is commonly listed. And I do find it funny that a lot of things can basically be super vulnerable to an instant kill because that's not normal in a bunch of RPGs. So most people never end up using Showstopper much or at all because most people think because Showstopper is an instant kill, that basically means it wouldn't work on anything you would actually want an instant kill to work on. But Showstopper does work on a large majority of the enemies in the game. So Showstopper is not actually worthless, but you would never know that unless you A, experimented, or B, ended up looking up what was vulnerable to instant kill, because a lot more things are at least somewhat susceptible to it. Even if it's not 100%, a lot of things are around a 60%, and that's over half. Even 40 really isn't that bad. So Showstopper is actually amazing if you use it right, because in an emergency, it can actually delete a lot of problematic enemies, which I do think is a plus. And if you were going to play the pit normally, Showstopper as a contingency plan is not the worst idea, because a lot more things will actually get defeated by Showstopper. And this is why I thought this question and topic would be super interesting, because I know a lot of people never actually experimented with it, thinking it was a useless instant kill that wouldn't actually work when you needed it, but it actually will work on most of the problematic enemies in the game. So, Showstopper is actually worth using in a pinch, because it actually does work on a hell of a lot more than you think it would. But anyway, I'm rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.